folks, welcome back to another lesson. We're doing Nirvana School for all these lovely lot who voted for it over at Patreon. As ever, thank you indeed for your support. This is a lovely fuzzy one, this, so I'm using the funny little boxes caught by the fuzz because it does Nirvana fuzz remarkably well. Standard tuning. And the tone I'm using is this. Which is rather tasty. So let's dive in. There's not a lot to this. Starts off with drums, obviously, and then you come in with an open E that rings out for 4 bars, and then we're into the main riff. The main riff goes like this. You play that 4 times. So it's pretty straightforward. Then you've got a very subtle bend on the 5th fret. It's like a half step bend. Then you play 2 more. Then another bend. And then you do another 6. And 1 more. Let me play it clean for you, slowly. And a bit of vibrato on that last bend as well, right? I used 2 fingers there. I had my first finger behind the second finger just to help give it a bit more oomph, but you know, you'd use 1 finger if you want, use your first finger. Whichever you're comfortable with. That's the main riff, right? You do that round, as I say. It's 8 times in total actually, but I've tabbed it as 2 bars worth, so 4 times of those. After that, it changes ever so slightly in that you have an extra bend. Which is a bit more straightforward. So you have, then you have bend and then 2 open. And the last one, there's 4. Like that. And that 2-bar phrase you repeat around again, and you're in the chorus riff, right? This is pretty much the only other riff, really, apart from the solo. Then we have... So it goes back into that straight after the chorus. So we've got C to A. Then you've got this, a little whack. And then palm muted A5s, right? And then a little bend there. It's like a 1/4 step bend, 1/2 step bendish. And that last 2 are palm muted. Okay. And then you go to an E, but I don't think it's like major or minor. You kind of mute the G string there. So I'm fretting it at an angle that mutes that string. Okay? And that rhythm, so it's down, up, down, down, up. Then you go to this D shape. And then all your fingers off for the last one. You could play here if you wanted to, right? So up to you. I think it's that. It sounds twangier to me. Subtle difference in the rhythm. You got that down, up, down, down, up. There's a little slide up there. And then you're back into that, okay? So, one more time round with feeling and with fuzz. Then you go into another verse. This part then is the additional 5th fret bend, right? You do that 4 times. Okay, exactly like that. Then you're going to go into another chorus. Like that. Then you go into this. You got this going on, right? So the first one goes. Cool, isn't it? Let me clean it up again. So you got 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah? Then you slide up to the... You don't play the 16th fret when you slide up, I don't think. You just... I didn't hear... Yeah, I just hear the higher part of that weird diminished thing. The second and the third and fourth times are subtly different. We have... So you play 11, 11, 12 for the first 2 16th notes. Little whack, and then you put your second finger on the 12th fret there. So that's the second time. The third time, similar. Third bar is similar. Just subtly different rhythm, isn't it? And then the fourth bar, slightly different again. Funny little slides. You slide up and then slide down. But you strike it twice. Like that. So that's that part. It goes off into a crazy solo. You know, all that stuff. It's all kind of pentatonic stuff, and I would just go mental there. Do what you want. You know, he's just noodling around. You know, all that stuff. I think actually there's something along those lines. So, you know, do some fun stuff there basically. And then there's no guitar for like 8 bars for the final verse, and then you play this final chorus. You do that 3 times. The 4th time just goes. I think there's 2 at the end. And that, folks, is it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again soon.